Welcome to Eden and Amadeus, the podcast. We've got a loaded show for you today. Of course, we have a Battle of the Sexes recap coming up. But first of all, it was a crazy, well, it's been a crazy 2 weeks here in Florida and Georgia and South Carolina and North Carolina and Virginia and Tennessee. It's just been nutty weather.
We want to talk about some of the brighter sides of this. Of course, people were watching Lieutenant Dan. We talked about him a little bit on the radio this week, and he turned out okay after riding out Milton in his boat. The guy who's getting a lot of acclaim is the one who strapped his house down. He broke the internet, as they say, because people were saying legend. This guy's got onto $1 million business.
He literally took those yellow straps that you normally see like furniture strapped down on a trailer
like
or something, and he strapped his roof down. I think there was six or eight
straps
of these straps, and then you said he put like concrete blocks in the ground.
He buried concrete blocks into the ground and bolted the straps to the concrete blocks.
The picture almost looks like a joke to me, but it's real.
It's real, and people were very impressed, and I would not be surprised if we see quite a lot more of this happening in the near future, especially as we saw things like the roof at the field, the Tropicana Field blow off.
Now, that's a canvas roof, and so once it got like a rip in it, and that wind could get underneath it, I mean, it ripped that roof off. They may not even be able to play the Rays there next season because that thing's going to have to be replaced. But now I'm thinking like maybe every house in the state of Florida should be built with like this line in front of the yard with like hooks.
Pre-bury the blocks. And maybe put some loops on the top of the roof.
Yeah.
So you know exactly where to run them through, or maybe even do the kind of straps that are like stretch out like the belt buckles, how you can they'll stay taut, but you have to pull them out to apply them. Just imagine what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I think this is so smart, and it's been such a crazy weather year. Maybe the last 3 or 4 years it's gotten kind of even nuttier. So kudos to that guy.
Yeah,
he thought way outside the box.
That is a whole system that somebody can invent that you can buy as a kid. I bet it is. You can turn. Somebody's going to turn that into a business. I know they will.
Save your roof.
Yes. So the other story that was big this morning, completely random and unattached to that, is the Crocs is putting out the dog Crocs. That's one story. Then there was another story about Doggy Halloween costumes. So let's tackle both. So the Crocs for your dog, not an original idea to put shoes on your dog. Lots of people have tried it over the years. But Crocs, I mean, people are going to buy them just so they can match their dogs.
These come out October 23rd. There's a green one, and I believe it's kind of a pinkish color. And I don't have a dog, but especially in the summertime, you're seeing reports where they're like, the concrete's 120 degrees. If you take your dog out for a walk, make sure you keep them on the grass or on the ground or whatever. And I'm thinking this should have been out for years. Now, like you said, they have been similar things, but these Crocs are adorable.
Target right now has a line of accessories for you to match your dog. They've got, I want to say it's like a matching necklace and collar with a little pendant. And they have all kinds of stuff there that they are promoting for you to go in and be matchy-matchy with your dog.
You've always had a dog. Do you think dogs, if you get a dog a collar that matches your necklace, do you think they know? Because they can't see their collar.
No, I don't think they know. I certainly don't think they care. I really don't. I also don't think they care what you have them be for Halloween. Mm-hmm. And they had this picture of a map of the United States, and in different colors, it was what the number one dog Halloween costume was for that state. And about 80% or more of the states, including Florida, where we live, cow was the number one costume. Now, listen, I've seen a lot of dog costumes on the shelves, and I've seen a lot of dogs in costumes, and I've never once seen one dressed like a cow.
I have never seen that either. When I saw that, I'm like, what?
I like the ones where they look like somebody's riding them.
Yes.
I love like the horses with the jockey on top.
Like the cowboy. That was the number two.
Cowboy. What? Yeah.
Number two on the list. And number three was a pig. I've never seen that dog dressed as a pig.
I haven't either.
I've also never seen a cow dressed as a pig or a pig dressed as a cow.
But this isn't their map.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm with you. the one where it looks like something's riding them, or for the really short dogs, I love the one where they're like a UPS man.
Yeah,
and
so they're carrying a little box.
Yeah, and like the front legs are like the legs, and they're just like, the little ones are so cute, and they're running real fast, and the UPS man's coming at you. Those are adorable. I love those costumes.
Some of them are really, really funny. And some dogs just look like they're designed to wear your silly costumes. But my dog is like, nope, not going to do it.
I know some people, like my mom is totally against like dogs wearing costumes. Like she would never put her dog. Now she does have a sweater for when it gets super cold, especially when they get a little older. But I'm all about costumes for dogs. It gives them personality. I have some friends who have a dog. His name's Diggity. He's like a little... maybe like some kind of like Boston kind of terrier or something, kind of a muddish, but he always wears a bow tie. He's a totally,
that's his style.
He's a totally black dog, head to toe, like no spots, and he has a little bow tie that he wears. It's on his collar. It's so adorable.
Aw, that's cute. And the name Diggity is excellent.
I love Diggity.
So we have a mutual friend. This is totally random. We have a mutual friend. I don't know if you know this about her, but when the Netflix documentary that was supposed to rival Tiger King, Chimp Crazy, came out. Do you remember this show with the lady that had all the chimps? I heard about it,
but I never even saw a trailer for it.
Our mutual friend had posted something about how she will never watch that show because she has a phobia of chimpanzees in people clothes. And I thought that's a little random, but now that you mention it, I also don't like chimpanzees in people clothes.
When I was a kid,
I can see that.
When I was a kid, my granddad, he was a farmer, but he also had a gas station where farmers could come and fill up like tractors and stuff. He had like a garage. And in that garage every year, and I can't remember who supplied him with, he had one of those big calendars, you know, the old calendars you use. And the pictures on the calendar were always of chimpanzees in clothing, like doing things like being a mechanic or whatever. Each month was a different scene. And I always thought that was the cutest thing. I have no phobia of chimpanzees in clothing.
Okay.
At all. I think it's adorable. Adorable.
Well, then you might enjoy this one because I think they wear a lot of matching pajamas.
What's it called?
Is it called Chimp Crazy?
I think yeah. I remember someone telling me about it, and they're like, "Oh, you like Tiger King? You should watch this." And I just haven't been encouraged to watch anything lately, so I didn't. But maybe I should. I don't know.
You can like Tiger King and still not feel a need for more of it.
That's true.
Know?
I actually saw like an extended trailer for Tiger King recently. I don't remember what I was looking up, but I was like, why did I watch that?
Well, at the time, I think they got us right at the beginning of the pandemic, right?
Yes. And it was so hot and viral, and everyone was talking about it. I remember you were like, just watch the first episode. I promise you,
you'll get hooked.
You'll get hooked. And I was watching it, and I was okay with it until the very last line when they're like, whatever.
They always give you one little gem at the end.
Yeah, and it was about did she feed her husband to the tiger? I'm like, wait, what?
Well, I'm in.
I'm in 100%. So yeah, what's it called? Chimp something? Crazy about chimps? Chimp Crazy.
I might be saying the wrong name.
I'm going to have to look up the trailer to see if that's something that I want to invest my time in.
I looked up the trailer and it just made me feel sad for everyone involved, including the chimps, including the lady, including everybody who watched.
Oh,
All
boy.
right, I know we had more on the list. Should we just jump right into the battle of the sexes? What else were we going to mention?
Something about Gene Simmons on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
I didn't see that.
Okay, listen, I know you're a fan. I mean, who's not a Kiss fan? But he was on Dancing with the Stars this week, and we didn't really talk about this on the radio, but people were comparing him to your gross uncle that corners you at the reunion.
Oh, my gosh.
Because he was making these comments about these women, and like he said to one of them, she's 24, Chandler Kinney. He said, "You fogged up my glasses and moved me, not just with your gyrations, but your beautiful face." And just and people were saying things like, "Why can't a producer just get in his ear and say, 'Stop it'?"
Okay,
he was saying,
listen. Okay, that's creepy, but you got to know Gene Simmons.
That's what I mean. I do, and I don't see any other possible answer he would give than that.
Me neither. Like you hired him. What did you expect?
Like, what did you think?
Like, that's exactly what Gene Simmons would say.
You're going to traipse these young women by him and expect.
If he said anything different, you'd be like, that's not Gene Simmons.
Right.
You know?
As a dad.
He's
not going to.
He's not PC. He's not woke. He is Gene Simmons. My goodness. I expected
He's
that.
everyone's gross uncle at their reunion.
The other thing you wanted to talk about, and this is something I don't know anything about, is Emily in Paris moving to Rome.
So Emily in Paris is a very hot show for people that are not you or me. I watched it a couple of episodes because I was really trying to get into it for my long flight I was going to take. And I just, after a few episodes, I'm just like, I just can't do this. But I did see the appeal because it's just such a no-brainer. Like, her outfits are beautiful. She's in Paris and it's beautiful. She's always eating something delicious and drinking coffee and just jogging through the city. And it looks fantastic to be a young woman in Paris.
Is it a drama? Is it a comedy? What is
It's kind of both and neither. It's kind of both and neither.
Is there a plot?
Well, there is a plot. She is at the very last minute, with no warning whatsoever, asked by her company to move to Paris to be the social media person for this all French firm that the company she works for has acquired. So right off the bat, people are resentful of her because she's in there to see how the Americans would do this. And so there's all kinds of stuff. There's some highlights, all that kind of thing. But what's gone on now is, I guess for a change of pace, they're talking about making it Emily in Rome. They're going to move her to Rome. I guess they've exhausted all the possible love interests, and it's just whatever. Mm-hmm. So Paris and France, they are not happy about that because they love what it's done for tourism over there, to the point where even the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, had his own wife wanted to be on the show. So his wife has done a cameo. They're just doing everything they can now to keep Emily in Paris. In Paris. And I thought that was really interesting because you don't really, when I watched that show, I always thought, wow, I wonder what people in Paris think about this show.
We have a coworker in London right now for the Jags game, and she's going to Paris, I think, for 2 days.
She's a huge fan of Emily in Paris.
Yeah. Oh, so I didn't know that. But during the Olympics, I kept telling her, these are some things you should go see, and she didn't know. Like, there's a lot of things in Paris she didn't know about. And then she was getting more and more excited, so I guess that's why.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so I guess they're going to do what they can. Meanwhile, Rome's probably going to see this and be full court press to get them there.
Absolutely.
For the tourism aspect of it. It is really cool. Like, a couple of episodes of just watching her traipsing around the city makes you want to go to Paris.
I want to see Emily in Schenectady.
That wouldn't play as well, I don't think.
That's the show I want to watch.
That's the Paris version where they're going to send a French person. But not Schenectady. They're going to do Scranton, Pennsylvania. It'll be the paper company in the office.
It's going to be Jacques in Scranton?
Yes, that's what it'll be. I love it. Let's go into the Battle of the Sexes now. These were from this week. We missed one day when the power went out.
This is a Battle of the Sexes replay.
Here we go, Monday morning, Battle of the Sexes.
Please welcome our returning champion from the north side. It's Jordan.
And here to take Jordan on from Green Cove Springs, it's Robert. All right, guys, today we're doing Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? The Human Body. First question goes to our returning champion. Jordan, which system in the body delivers oxygen to and removes carbon dioxide from the heart?
Lungs.
No, we needed a system.
Circulatory or cardio is what we're looking for.
Okay, Robert, which system in the body breaks down food and absorbs nutrients?
Digestive system.
Yes.
All right, 0-1, but you can tie it up with this one. Jordan, what's the name of the pipe that takes food from your throat to your stomach?
Oh, my God. The large intestine?
No, we were looking for the esophagus on that one. Robert, if you get this one right, you're coming back tomorrow as our champion, and Jordan will not be smarter than a fifth grader.
Okay, Robert, the bones that make up your spine are called what?
Vertebrae.
There it is.
New champion in the Battle of the Sexes.
This is a Battle of the Sexes replay.
Here we go, Tuesday morning, Battle of the Sexes back for his day number 2 from Green Cove Springs. Let's welcome in Robert.
And to take on Robert today, welcome Carrie from the South Side.
All right, guys, today is National Salmon Day, and in honor of National Salmon Day, we're doing a silent letters quiz. Like, you know, the L is silent in salmon. So first question goes to our returning champion, Robert. We're going to say a word. You tell us what letter is silent.
Robert, champagne.
G.
Yeah.
Woo. You scared me there for a moment. Also known as champagne. All right, Carrie, your word is knuckle.
The K.
Yes,
Sure.
1-1.
Robert, autumn.
N.
Ooh,
Yes.
just in the nick of
Ooh.
time. Robert, you got to be quick. All right, 2-1. Carrie, your word is whistle.
H.
I'm taking
Technically-
it because that's what I said too when I heard it. But it's the
Technically,
T.
it's the T, but I guess we're going to take
Oh.
it. All right, so Robert.
All right, Robert, your word is doubt.
B.
Yep.
Yeah, 3-2. All right, Carrie, your word is chaos.
H.
There it is.
3-3.
All right, so we are at a tie right now. The first to shout out their answer is a winner. Here we go. Your word is sword.
W.
Oh
She
my
got
gosh, we
you,
got a brand new
Robert.
champion.
This is a Battle of the Sexes replay.
Here we go, Wednesday morning battle of the sexes.
Please welcome our returning champion from the South Side. It's Carrie.
And here to take Carrie on from the west side, it's Pat. Guys, today it's the 136th birthday of the Washington Monument. So we're going to do a monuments and landmarks quiz. These are all monuments and landmarks found in the United States. First question goes to our returning champion, Carrie. This giant monument features a seated president overlooking the Washington Monument.
The Lincoln Memorial.
Yes.
One for you.
Pat, this national monument in the New York Bay is a statue gifted to America by France in 1886.
Statue of Liberty.
Yes.
All right,
And
1-1.
we're barely hearing you. Statue of Liberty.
Carrie, the Liberty Bell is on display at this old civic building in Philadelphia.
Oh my
Much
gosh.
time. We were looking for Independence Hall. That's a break for you. You can get ahead with this one, Pat.
Pat, this old Spanish mission is the monument in San Antonio you should never forget.
No idea.
Oh, but you're not supposed to forget the Alamo. Remember?
Remember the
Oh.
Alamo. All right, it's 1-1. Carrie,
All right.
the Gateway Arch is a famous landmark in what Midwest city?
St. Louis.
Yep.
2-1, but you can tie it up with this one, Pat.
Pat, the Space Needle is a famous landmark in what Pacific Northwest city?
Seattle.
Yes.
We got a tie score.
The first of you to shout out the answer is going to be our winner. You will not be able to hear each other. What national monument features George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Teddy Roosevelt,
Washington
and
Monument.
Abraham Lincoln?
Mount Rushmore.
Oh, you
No.
got you,
I got
Carrie.
you just last second.
This is a Battle of the Sexes replay.
Here we go, Friday morning battle of the sexes, back for his day number 2. Let's welcome in from the west side, it's Pat.
And from Yulee, here's Bailey.
All right, guys, it's Friday. That means leftovers day. These are questions from past battles that didn't quite make it on the air. First question goes to our returning champion, Pat.
Pat, this is from our silent letters quiz. We're looking for which letter in this word is silent, and the word is Wednesday.
The D.
The D is silent.
One for you. All right, Bailey, also from our silent letters quiz, which letter in this word is silent? The word is receipt.
The P.
Yeah.
Yep, 1-1.
Pat, from our Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, the Human Body quiz, what K word are your nails and your hair made of?
No idea.
That is keratin.
That's a break for you, Bailey. You can put ahead with this one. Bailey, also from our Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, the Human Body quiz. Bailey, what M word is found at the center of bones? Too much time. We were looking for marrow.
Marrow.
Oh,
Yep.
God. I knew his and he knew mine.
Oh, there it is. Pat, this is from our famous CDs quiz. This CD, those are some initials, this CD person is the host of NBC's The Voice.
Too much time, Pat.
No.
That is Carson Daly.
All right, again, a break for you. Bailey, if you get this one right, you're today's champion. Bailey, also from our famous CDs quiz, that's the initials. This CD is the Canadian singer of My Heart Will Go On.
Celine Dion.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no.
And there you have it.
Yep.
Going into the weekend with a female champion. And to be honest, between you and I, when she first called in, we didn't even know if she knew she was going to be playing in the battle. She kind of seemed like,
Yeah. Not really sure what I'm doing. I know I'm going to get some tickets to a rodeo. Let's go.
let's do
She's
this.
a smart one.
Yep. All right, everyone, have a great week.